There has been a sudden rise in popularity in rom-coms again due to anime like Nagatoro, Dress Up Darling, and Uzaki-chan. Stories that stood out from the generic hundreds with a gimmick that made them different. Nagatoro has the female MC spewing insults at the male MC and he secretly likes it. Dress Up Darling is a rom-com with cosplay elements where the female love interest is the one simping over the male love interest. And Uzaki-chan has the female lead own gigantic milkers and the male lead concealing an enormous schlong. I'm kidding, but despite them not being perfect, they still manage to stand out by being different and interesting enough that they garner a massive following of fans, and haters too. Then a new anime came out. Shikimori's Not Just a Cutie. In the first episode, you are introduced to the main female protagonist, Shikimori, and the male main protagonist, Izumi. It's a standard popular girl and normal guy rom-com, where she is good at studies, sports, and is well liked by everyone, and she is in a relationship with a guy that has no redeeming qualities, but she still loves him for who he is. A kind and caring guy that perseveres despite what life throws at him. But there is a twist. It's a role reversal rom-com. The female love interest was more manly and cool, while the male love interest was more effeminate and cute. The role reversal was supposed to make the story stand out, but did it manage to do that? When the anime first aired, the reception was iffy. It was considered outclassed by Nagatoro, Dress Up Darling, and Uzaki-chan, rom-coms that were more fun, interesting, new, and different from Shikimori-San. It soon balanced out, and now Shikimori-San is a well-respected anime and story that many people enjoy. But why was the reception not as good when it first aired? The story and most other things about this anime is fine, but it's all ruined by Izumi Yu, one of the most bland and cliché characters ever written. Big, tough, popular girl wanting to protect her cinnamon bun boyfriend who refuses to defend himself. Each episode, Izumi getting saved by Shikimori or seeing her doing something that looks very cool rather than cute. She is the literal definition of a Mary Sue. I do not understand what is going on inside people who make MCs such as Izumi, aka soft high school boy without kilogram of muscle. The protagonist would die in every scene of the anime if it wasn't for her. Okay. Consensus is that Izumi is a beta, useless, no good guy that can't do anything himself, and Shikimori is a possessive, obsessed simp for Izumi. Underneath the fluffy guise of a cute rom-com is a story where the characters are flawed and warped to a point where it's hard to like them if you look into the characters too much. Shikimori doesn't get as much hate compared to Izumi because she is created to be well liked. She is, scientifically speaking, waifu material. She has every quality of the perfect girlfriend, and the only gripe with her character is that she is dumb to fall in love with someone like Izumi. Izumi is a generic, kind male protagonist. He isn't a self-insert character, which is good, but he isn't that outstanding as a character due to his only quality being that he has bad luck. He is kind and patient, but is usually the damsel in distress, as he gets himself into situations that require Shikimori to save him. Because of this, he is more passive than other male protagonists in rom-com stories. So Shikimori, the cool girlfriend, always goes and saves Izumi, her cute boyfriend, whenever he is in trouble. And because of modern gender prejudices, where a male can't be effeminate in a way without being called gay and losing respect in some form, Izumi isn't allowed to be the damsel in distress without garnering some amount of hate towards him. People have dropped the anime on the first episode because of Izumi and how he acts, constantly needing Shikimori to look after him. Now imagine if the genders were reversed. A cool guy that takes care of a cute girl. That would be a normal rom-com, and nothing is wrong with that, because we see it as normal for the male to protect the female. But In the end, we can't make people like what they want, which in this case is people that have a strong belief in their own views on gender. This isn't wrong. People are allowed to have their own opinion, but it does bring negativity to what would have been a harmless, casual rom-com anime. On the other side of the coin, a double standard of modern gender prejudice exists where a female that is cool and manly is more respectable. A female in anime is supposed to be cute, vulnerable, and something to be protected most of the time. But there has been a rise of females which are more manly and tomboy-like. Manly females which are supposed to be hated due to them deviating from the established female role are actually respected due to their independence and strength to not be supported by a male and to show their break from the generalization of a girl needing to be cute and protected. Although, bringing up modern gender prejudices to rationalize a fictional world with fictional characters isn't realistic, so let's move on to talk about the story reason on why Izumi isn't well liked. A cool female is well liked, but a cute male is hated. Why is that? I think that cool and manly females are able to be cool and cute at the same time. They can do the job of both the cute love-stricken blushing girl and the cool sharp-eyed hottie that just kabedon their love interest. With that being said, they would be the one leading the story and being an active character, while the male has their coolness taken away from them to make them more cute to complement their cool girlfriend. But with their manly trait gone, you would think that the male protagonist would be made into a very female-looking male, more like a trap. But if that's the case, then it really isn't a male and female rom-com story anymore, and instead it would be a cool female and trap rom-com. So to keep it a normal rom-com, they had to straddle the line of keeping the male not cool and only a little bit cute, but not cute to a point where he starts to look androgynous. So a character that is mostly a passive character story-wise and is a generic male protagonist in a rom-com where he is not supposed to be cool and only a bit cute in terms of looks and is constantly getting saved by his girlfriend when he gets into trouble. With all the negatives stacked on top of Izumi, you can start to see why he was so disliked when the anime first aired. A cute and cool looking female that is great at sports and studies and everything else she does, Shikimori is the definition of a Mary Sue, and is only limited to what she has on her mind, which is most of the time Izumi and Izumi only. She's a sim for Izumi and she likes Izumi a lot. She tries new things and learns new skills all because of Izumi. Everything revolves around Izumi and she likes Izumi a lot. Did I mention Shikimori likes Izumi? So a perfect girlfriend that only thinks about her boyfriend. Is that a bad characteristic? Some would argue, yes. Shikimori turns from a character into a plot device where if you see Izumi in trouble, there is no doubt in your mind that Shikimori would come rushing to his side to help him every single time. This makes Shikimori extremely predictable, with the added downside of every conclusion to a plot point being Shikimori saving the day, which harms both the character and the story in the long run by being extremely predictable. But despite of what I just said, despite all the bad things that I said about Izumi and Shikimori, I still really like this manga. I am a sucker for diabetes-inducing sweet rom-com stories like this, and I know that while reading the manga, all these character flaws just melt away and I enjoy the story for what it is. A sweet romance comedy of a cool yet love-stricken schoolgirl that will always protect her unlucky yet kind boyfriend that she loves very much. I think that it's okay that Shikimori is great at everything and Izumi isn't. I think that it's okay that Shikimori constantly helps Izumi, and I think that it's okay that Izumi is weak and needs Shikimori's help. I think the point of this rom-com story is to show that two very different people can still fall in love with each other and support each other despite their perfections and flaws. Before you type anything in the comments, I just want you to know. Firstly, Thanks for watching my video. I really appreciate you taking the time to watch and understand my point of view. Secondly, I made this video because I want to get my thoughts out into the world and see what you and everyone else thinks. My opinion could be wrong, but it's still an opinion that I have, and maybe you can add more to this discussion topic. So, do you agree? Or maybe I'm wrong. I enjoy casual discussion about things like this, so please, let's keep it professional in the comments. Thank you very much.